Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to attempt to show a process video of how, in this case, I put together a Memorydex card. I've got 3 challenges that I know of coming up very quickly that are requiring Memorydex cards. So I thought I would just kind of show you probably more of my thought process on how I put these together. I did kind of pre-assemble it so I know what I'm doing, so it doesn't take nearly as long as reality. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of tell you what I do here. I usually pick a collection and pull all of it out, and I separate my ephemera in one pile, and then I separate the huge ephemera, which I wish they had made these smaller. I have a heart. These are very difficult to use, in my opinion. So I separate the larger pieces and kind of keep these in a separate pile. They're too big for a Memorydex card. So I keep those out of the way. And then I have all my puffy stickers ready. In this case, I'm using Maggie Holmes Marigold collection. I have a lot left, so I thought I'd pull that out. So yeah, I get the puffy stickers out because these are a great size and perfect for layering. If there's charms, I get those out. All the stickers, the chipboard pieces, all of it, I have it all out. So what I typically do is I grab one of my dies for a Memorydex card, and in this case I chose this one, and I try to make them pretty thick. So I use a thicker piece, and I honestly don't know the weight of it's the thick cardstock that you can get at Michael's. I don't know what weight it is. Cut it out in that, and then I get the collection pieces, and I'll cut a front piece and a back piece. And in this case, I've already done some stitching around the edges of it. So that's my Memorydex base. And then in my thought process, like to come up with something that will kind of fill up this space. And I typically go towards this die for that. A lot of Maggie Holmes collections have hearts in it somewhere, and this die is perfect because it's cuts out very airy like. So this is what I ended up using in this case, where I'm gonna add that there. I also lean towards doilies. I've got a whole bunch to choose from here, or crepe paper, creating a rosette. But in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and use this, and I will typically just put a little bit of my tape runner on here to hold it down to begin with, and I like to leave the holes empty, and I always like to have some peeking off the top. So that's kind of like my first base layer. And then in this case, I like the way that this looks. It's one of the sticker pieces from the collection. So I will just give it a dollop of hot glue. I don't know why I'm nervous showing you guys this, but I'm gonna try to pretend like I'm just talking to myself, which I usually do. So anyway, here's this piece, and I like to layer it. A lot of the time, I really like to do very chunky, and so you may not see a lot of any of these by the time I'm done, but it makes me feel better, I guess, to have it on there. So at this point, my thought process is I want to do something that is going to go this direction and this direction. So this collection had these flags, I guess you can see it better there, that it was a piece of chipboard, and it didn't have this wood dowel on there. So I just added it, and I'm thinking I'm gonna put it over here so it peeks off the top, and I wanna hide this dowel. So that's kind of my thought process. Get this one down first so I can hide it with other things. I prepared ahead and pulled this piece of chipboard, and I did some very simple stitching down the stem line there. And I like the way this one kind of goes, like I said, this direction. And then I pulled this one, again, did some stitching, and this one goes up. So I'm thinking I will put this one here, and I'm gonna have it peek out the top there, and I'll probably put this one somewhere around here. I at this point typically don't do any more gluing other than the base pieces because I like to do some fiddling with it and rearranging. So as you can see, it's already thick because of that dowel. At this point, I want to kind of fill in this area here. So I cut out a rosette piece from the collection, and I did not obviously make it into a rosette. I've left it straight, and I'm thinking I'm gonna put this somewhere along here. And I typically will then use one of the chipboard pieces that has a word on it, and this one's perfect. It's the great size for this, what I'm trying to do here. So I did some stitching across that, and I'll end up putting that one on top of there, which will also cut down that bright pink. I feel like everything's kind of yellow and muted, so that kind of helps, in my opinion, with the colors. I don't know, this is how I think. So I'll put that there. And then I like to take like the leaves and stuff from the ephemera, and I'll probably put this back here so it's sticking off. I'm gonna somehow layer that like that, put that there. I wanna have some flowers from here, so I'll take another piece of ephemera and put it there. And then I did pre-assemble this. This is one of the little bees from the collection, the little charms. So I just punched a hole through that leaf, and I'm gonna have it dangle off of here. And then I always like to add bows. I had pre-made this tiny little bow, and I'll end up sticking it there. And then I've mentioned this before, I had this little baggie, and I've got these little flowers that I got from Hobby Lobby, that they have the little green ribbon on there, but you can cut it off, and that's what I did. And I thought these flowers were like a perfect color to go. I'm just to give this more dimension, I'll just pop these on top of the actual flowers, and I like doing that. Gives it more dimension and interest and texture, and I just think that's kind of cool. So I'll probably do something like that. And then I'll assemble all of this, and usually have my stickles handy, and I will pop in little dots of gold, but I'll go ahead and assemble this so you guys can see it. That's kind of my thought process on this. I usually have to, I mean, this is super fast. I never go this quickly. It takes a lot longer than this in real time, but I wanted to, I think more than anything, share what I think when I'm putting things down so you guys can get an idea. So I'll put that little flag there. And I'm thinking, I kind of want to make sure I don't cover this piece too. I know the layering, chunky layering, you do cover a lot of what you're laying down, but that's kind of the fun of it. So I think in this case, I've got my trusty dollar store pop dots, and I will put several of these on here so that it's at the same level once I put this over that dowel. And I always add hot glue on there because it never sticks on the chipboard. So I've added hot glue there, and I will add it on the back. And I'm gonna try to cover that dowel up as much as I can. So we'll put that there. And then this chipboard piece, I might put this piece down first. Yeah, just give that a dollop of hot glue. And I'd like a little bit sticking off the side there. And then this one I'm gonna slide under there, which will also help support this piece so it's more level. So I will add some hot glue to that. And that's where you can see I've already almost covered this piece entirely, but you will still see a little bit of the stem down there. So, and I think I'll pop this piece on there. I don't want it to be quite as long. So I'm gonna make sure, again, I covered that dowel there. And then, so there's kind of my base. And this is where I kind of look at it and go, okay, I want to fill in some spots up here. I want to have something out here. So I'm going to take this leaf and I'm going to try to stick it behind there. So this is where you just kind of stick pieces, yeah, to your liking. So that one is perfect for right there. I like that. And then I like more of the green, so I'll do that. And I like the way that that looks. And this is that word chipboard piece that I've sewed. And that just helps cut down that pink on there. I thought it was a little too bright for what I'm working with on this. So I like that. It adds interest. You still get some of the pink, but it's not too blaring. And I'll add this little bow right here. And I will add, I'll probably put that little flower to give it that extra dimension right there. And I'll do this one right there. And so see, now I've got this assembled and I don't like how this is just sticking out here. So I will have to come up with something else. See, I might do something like that. The bee is cute there. I like that actually. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And I can stickle him to make him pop. And I'll probably just do like a little on his antenna. Which helps tie in the color, pull in the gold. I like the way that looks. Okay. I don't know if this was helpful or not, but I just wanted to kind of go through my little thought process and what I do to put together a Memorydex card. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you, and I appreciate you guys watching. Until the next time, bye-bye.